I know more about you than you realize. How is that so?
Okay, everybody, all joking aside, one of the most valuable assets that you can have in your hip pocket is emotional quotient. That is your ability to understand what motivates other people, as well as your ability to control your own emotions and how to react in certain situations with those people. Okay, emotional intelligence. And that is why this software that I'm about to review is probably the one software I will never, ever get rid of in my company. Okay, everybody, let's get right into it. What I am talking about is a software called Crystal. I love Crystal. I've been using it for years. All right. Let me tell you a story. I just got out of the military. I was working in pharmaceuticals. And of course, we had a team of about 10 people. They hated me. I mean, I got invited nowhere. You know how everyone goes and hangs out after the meeting? That was not me. I was not the person being invited. And it really bothered me. So I went to my manager. And he said, you know what, Frank, just came out of the military, you went to West Point, very structured, very regimented. You just have this, tell me what to do, and I'll go do it type of attitude. Not everybody is like that. So the way you come across might be a little bit abrasive. There's this thing called the DISC profile. So, disclaimer, I don't know if you're a DISC person or a Myers-Briggs, whatever. Okay, they all are very valuable. But he told me about the DISC profile. He said, yeah, you're a DI. This person over here, they're an S. This person's a C. This person needs to feel like things have worked before. This person is very social, right? You're a driver. That's what you are. So he showed me these personality types, and I was like, wow, so this is what this person really reacts to. Let me tell you, it changed everything, all right? Person that hated me the most, they couldn't stand me. I invited them to do a district meeting with me. So my boss said, hey, I want you to run the meeting this time. And I said, let me ask this person. And particularly this I like to get a lot of recognition. So guess what? I deferred all the recognition over to them. Wow, they did such a great job. Oh, you know what? What do you think about this? Oh, you're just doing, and guess what? We got along from then on. So when I found Crystal, I was sold. Now, Crystal basically can look at the personality of virtually anybody that you come across on the internet. You might say it's a little scary, but whatever. It's great information. I use it not only to research people that I might be selling to, sending an email to, trying to make an impression on. I also use it for my own team to make sure that I have the right dynamics, all right, the right diversity. I don't want a lot of other D's in one group. I don't want to hire a lot of other D's, all right? I need a good balance, and that's what Crystal has allowed me to do. So right here, you can see we are on the main interface of Crystal. This is what I see when I first get in. I have been with them for so many years now, and they just keep getting better and better and better. And I just found out that they have a mobile app that is off the chain. It is really good. Okay, so as you can see here, this is my main dashboard. You can see Brenda right there. She's working with us right now. A lot of these people that come up on these profiles are people that I've actually looked at on LinkedIn. So you might be saying, wait a minute, you looked them up on LinkedIn? Anybody with that I look up on LinkedIn with the Crystal plugin for Chrome, I'm able to view their personality. So I'm going to go to LinkedIn and I'm going to pull up somebody. There he is. So he's our social media marketing specialist here at V2M2 Group. Freeman, great guy. Okay, but how do I know more about Freeman? Right over here on the right-hand side, it says view personality. I click on that. Let me get my mug out of the way there. Oh, Freeman tends to be cautious, respectful of authority, sincere, and slow to engage in verbal arguments. Maintain an assuring and patient demeanor. He's a supporter. Now, let's say I want to see, okay, how can I interact with this guy because I'm a D. I'm like whoa, let's just do it. So, hey, I need to call Freeman to make a good impression or deliver bad news. Let's talk about give feedback. I got to give feedback to my guy. I feel like he's doing a great job. How can I present that in the best way? Say this. You have my trust. So here's how I think we should move forward. Let's meet one-on-one to discuss my thoughts. I know you put a lot of time into this. Would you like to get assistance from anywhere else? Here are my do's. Here are my don'ts. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. And that is virtually anybody. So what happens is when I look up people or I view their profiles, they come up here in my Crystal dashboard. Now, my own profile. If you want to get more in-depth information on somebody, Crystal allows you the ability to send a link so they can take their own DISC test. Now, it's not just DISC, okay? This is where it gets crazy good. They have DISC, Enneagram, 16 personality, Big Five, strengths and values, insights, comparison. I'm able to see how I compare to somebody else on my team or just somebody else I might be having a meeting with, maybe somebody I'm making a sales pitch to. Okay, I actually ran it on my wife. Secret helps me feel okay. I got to get through this. How am I going to talk to her? All right. So I actually do that. Got a little bit off track. So anyway, here is my personality, and I have to be honest. Crystal has been accurate, scarily accurate. All right. I had a meeting with somebody once. Early when I started my agency, and I looked them up, and literally, Crystal said they tend to talk a lot. You might have to interrupt them. So I'm like, oh, that's uncomfortable. So I get to the meeting. I'm sitting there. We're at a coffee shop. We're chatting. Matter of fact, she's chatting and chatting and chatting and chatting and chatting and chatting. And I finally was like, wait a minute. Crystal told me I might have to interrupt. And I did. And they were not offended. I was like, whoa, this stuff works. This is, anyway, okay, I can go on and on. Very accurate, confident, persuasive, spontaneous, shows me where I am. I'm a driver, a DI, tells me about myself, okay? I feel most comfortable taking charge of a situation. His natural energy, drive for improvement, and desire for constant stimulation can help make him an influential leader. Not to pat myself on the back, but that actually is pretty spot on. Okay, here's my Enneagram. I'm a protector as a type 8, self-confident, powerful, assertive. My wife says I talk loud. Does that mean powerful? I don't know, but I'm probably loud right now. I enjoy engaging in debates and making difficult decisions. Okay, my personality types. I'm determined, reserved, altruistic. I'm likely an idealist and passionate about making the world a better place. That is so true. And if you follow me on LinkedIn, you're probably like, yeah, I think that is Frank. All right. Find out my Big Five trait scores. Here's my strengths assessment. Here's my value assessment. All right. What comes naturally to me? What energizes me? What drains me? Slow, drawn out events. Yeah. Don't. You ever get a story from somebody and they go through every single detail? I'm like, just get to the point. That's just me. That drains me, okay? Can you see how valuable this would be? So anyway, that's my profile. I love this with Crystal. I pay for Crystal. It's worth paying for. Your ROI, you're going to see it in leaps and bounds by using a tool like this and understanding the person that you're dealing with. Okay, so people. It's right here. On the people, I can send it to somebody, create their own personality. Here's all my predictions, assessments. Everything is mostly a disc because I haven't sent them a link to do these others. I have my whole team in here. Everybody I've ever looked at. You can see I have pages of their personalities. All right, so those are all the people that I've viewed on LinkedIn or maybe my own team that I've put in there. All right, it gets better than that. Here's tools. It integrates. They have integrations. They have a mobile app. Text predictions. Now, this is what I really like. Let's click on text predictions. Now, what kind of text would you like to analyze? I can upload a PDF, resume, or paste my text. Now, this is really nice because I failed to mention that Crystal also has a Gmail plugin. So we run G Suite, and whenever I'm writing a letter or an email to somebody, it will say, you know, you might want to take this out and replace it with this. I tend to be a little bit more passive in a call to action. Some people need a direct call to action with a deadline. And Crystal tells me to do that. I love it. I mean, it is like having my own personal coach. Okay? Job Fit. I actually just recently did this one on the mobile app, which is just as good as the desktop app. You don't see that too much. They really went above and beyond to create their mobile app. I did this on the mobile app, and this is what it came out with. All right. Your latest Job Fit. Okay. My roles required you to be forward thinking and bold, allowing you to take risks and try new things. I take risks. I like taking risks. Okay. You'll never learn if you can't take risks. That's me. All right. Responsibility breakdown, current energizers, potential energizers, right? Things that stress me, all right? Stressors, all right? You should try to avoid or delegate. I mean, I think a lot of us are going to find out a lot about ourselves and maybe how to operate more efficiently and also have a better work life and just happiness, right? All right, so this is where Crystal really stands out. And reports. I love these reports, and I save the reports and I send them to my team. Now, there's different ways you can do this. You can use it to let's just say you're going to work with somebody and you're starting a new project. We have a new client, and you say, you know what, I really would like us to be able to communicate more efficiently and understand each other. Now, I ran a personality report, and these are some things that it picked up about both of us. So we can make sure that we are being totally productive in our work relationship, right? Great use for this. Like I said before, I use it to build teams. So I'm actually going to show you how it works, all right? Doesn't get any better than that. So 3 people. I'm going to do this. I'm saying, okay, let me see. I want to add myself to this report. Let me search for people. Let me add Brenda. She's part of our group here. Let me add Freeman. He's part of our group here. And let me add my wife as president of the company. Well, boom, there she is. All right, that's the report. I'm going to create this report. There it goes. All right, so as you can see, I have an editor, I have a CS, a DI, an S, and an IS. I actually have the whole spectrum, a DISC. I have a DISC in this organization. So right here, you can see as a group how drivers interact. I can click on this and see, okay, as encouragers, which is my wife, right, how they interact. Supporters, all right, and then of course we have our editor, which is in Brenda, tells you how they can be effective. Advice for communication with each person. I want to call this group so I can brainstorm ideas. Boom, there it goes. Brenda, balance their process orientation with some pleasantries. Let's think of other solutions. Build energy and momentum towards a goal. What's the goal we want to achieve? I always talk about goals with my clients. Here's Freeman. Recommend steady changes instead of sudden ones. Will this change things significantly? Okay. And for Lisette, let's talk through some alternatives, how each person fits in. All right. Likes to provide support, stability, encouragement, observe and analyze things. Likes to bring energy and a sense of urgency, and likely to make sure everyone feels included. Here are my team strengths. Discussing emotions in an empathetic way, trusting one another's abilities. Now, you can read this yourself, but this is where I think it is so valuable. Blind spots, difficulty working under pressure. So when you're thinking about, okay, is this an optimal team? Do I need to bring in somebody that works better under pressure, right? So I can have a better balance. Not taking much action towards making changes, having a hard time offering direct feedback. Okay, so there's been times where I have to pull things out of my people. Um, there it is right there. Trouble directly addressing unspoken tensions and struggling to enforce rules. Okay, so I really like this portion. And I'm sure that all of you can see where it is very valuable, how it can fit into your organization very well, right? Here's a personality fit. There we go. So reports. Now, with reports, you can build a report with one person, two people, three or more people. And you can see right here that I have all of my reports. Here's my relationship dynamics with Freeman, who works with us. This was a prospect. Here it is with my immediate team. Okay. Here is with a prospect I was working on with somebody else. Here's between my wife and one of the workers. Here we go again. All right, so you can see here, I've formulated group reports for my entire team. There you go. So I've really given you a quick and dirty overview of Crystal. I am sure that you would agree this could possibly be the one piece of software that you cannot live without. I recommend it for salespeople, marketing people, people in executive positions. It could be families. I mean, really, the families, right? The possibilities are endless. Anyway, this is Crystal. Take a look at it. I would love to hear your comments. Leave your comments below about what you've thought about it. Take it on a free ride. And I would love to hear how it's impacting your business. All right, peace. God bless y'all. Get Crystal.